Hey everybody, this is Dave from GetKombucha.com, and in this video I'm going to show you why our kombucha extract 15X might be the solution for those wishing to enjoy kombucha but have some challenges with sugar, alcohol, and caffeine. And the reason why is this: everyone loves kombucha tea for either the taste or the health benefits, or hopefully, in my opinion, both, right? We know that kombucha is naturally fermented, so we're improving our digestive system with digestive flora. We know that it shares many of the similar characteristics to apple cider vinegar in terms of the acetic acid levels, alkalizing the body because it's a weak acid. So when we ingest the kombucha, that weak acid, very similar to apple cider vinegar or freshly squeezed lemon juice and water, when we ingest it, it binds with minerals in our body, and the overall effect will be alkalizing that body. Now, many people enjoy kombucha as an alternative to soda, and my personal opinion, the reason why so many people are achieving success with weight loss with drinking kombucha isn't so much that kombucha is this miracle drug or food. It's that, what are you drinking kombucha in replace of, right? So if you were drinking a soda, a sugary soda, twice a day, throughout the day with let's say your lunch or your dinner, and instead you're now replacing that with a naturally fermented, carbonated, calorie reduced sugar beverage like kombucha, that right there, just on a caloric simple sugar carbohydrate basis, you're going to be losing weight. But in addition to that, sometimes we can't always enjoy a kombucha tea, and that might be just because of convenience, right? So if you are brewing kombucha tea at home, you know that as easy as it is, you still need a process of fermenting your tea, and it has to sit somewhere in your house. Or if you're enjoying kombucha at a store every day, purchasing at the store might not be the best solution, either monetarily, the price currently around $4 to $5 a bottle in a commercial outlet, or convenience. And what I mean by that is, having a kombucha you might not be able to travel with. If you're going through the airport, bringing in a 12-ounce bottle of kombucha, you're going to have to pour it out, just as you would a bottle of water, for that matter. So from a convenience point of view, our kombucha extract is perfect. It fits in literally your front pocket. You could take it with you to a lunch, to a work meeting. It's small enough to fit the TSA regulation in a 1-ounce glass dropper, and also it doesn't need refrigeration. So the nice thing is that you could keep this literally in the drawer. I keep it in the drawer of my office, and whenever I want, oh yeah, I haven't had my kombucha kick, squirt a few drops into your favorite juice, your favorite beverage, or simply water, and sip it throughout the day. Another thing is you could put it in, I know people that keep it in the glove compartment in their car, literally when they're at a red light, they can enjoy it then. The other problem that this might solve for those wishing to reduce alcohol, reduce caffeine, and reduce sugar, because all of those three things, though the levels might be low in kombucha tea, are still found in brewed kombucha tea, especially the living raw kind, right? So if kombucha does not go through a pasteurization, you are going to have sugar in that kombucha, you're going to have caffeine, and you're going to have alcohol. Now, those levels are substantially lower compared to, the sugar intake of kombucha depends, again, how we're fermenting it and the levels, but in terms of a good range, would be anywhere from 4 grams to 10 grams, and that's really on the high end per serving. Whereas opposed to a commercial sugary soda, I think around 30-40 grams per serving. So substantially lower. However, those on a Candida cleanse, or people that are highly sensitive to sugar, maybe people having diabetic issues or just an insulin issue, and want to avoid all sugar, our kombucha extract 15X has 0 sugar. From an alcohol point of view, I have these conversations every once in a while will come up through the years of being a brewer myself and teaching people online at my site about the alcohol levels. So if you're brewing kombucha properly and then you're storing it properly in a refrigerator, the alcohol level should be anywhere from 0.5%, maybe as high as 1%, 1.5%. Where you get into issues is, when you're storing kombucha at room temperature, bottled, that fermentation process will keep going because the yeast will still be active, and in some cases the alcohol could go up as high as 2.5%, even 3%, which is reminiscent of a beer. Most kombucha that you find in the stores will be below that 0.5% mark. However, those, whether it's their personal views or religious views, maybe their past experiences. I know I have some friends who are in Alcoholics Anonymous, and where they wish to have no alcohol whatsoever. Even from cough medicine, they avoid that. Even a non-alcoholic beer, they avoid that because of the trace amounts of alcohol. Kombucha extract is another solution because it has zero alcohol. And finally, from a caffeine perspective, those highly sensitive to caffeine, those wishing from personal or religious views, wishing to get rid of all caffeine in their diet. Something to note, you can make kombucha without caffeine. It's all based on the tea used. So historically and traditionally, you're using Camellia sinensis tea, which is green tea, black tea, white tea, all the tea coming from the Camellia sinensis tea plant. Now you can make a kombucha using a caffeine-free herbal tea, such as a rooibos, which comes from a South African redbush. But our kombucha extract is caffeine-free because of the process in which how we extract it, not from the tea we use is still this Camellia sinensis tea. And we did that for the reason, with the intention, because you're still within be getting the benefits only found in Camellia sinensis tea. All the tannins, the theanine, which is something that relaxes us and grounds us, all the polyphenols and antioxidants found only in Camellia sinensis tea. All these other herbal teas are great in their own characteristics, but research has shown that there are specific benefits and characteristics only found in this Camellia sinensis plant. So you're getting the best of both worlds because we are still using the Camellia sinensis tea plant to make our kombucha extract, and then removing the caffeine in the process, what we use to get this to a kombucha extract. So you might be wondering now, well, Dave, how do you get this to be such a cool little awesome thing in such a small little tiny bottle? And we do a proprietary process called distillation. Now, there's all different types of distillation. We certainly did not invent distillation, but we did perfect it in the way where we can keep intact many of the benefits of kombucha without pasteurizing it. So we're not boiling the kombucha tea, which is a full pasteurization. It does go through a gentle heating process. So the con is that you might not be getting the probiotic benefits found in kombucha tea. However, you still are getting the benefits of Camellia sinensis, which is tea, and certainly the benefits of the organic digestive acids found in kombucha. Very similar to apple cider vinegar. We're talking about acetic acid, and there's reports, and they've done studies that acetic acid does have a positive effect on insulin control. And what does that mean? Well, from the far spectrum, diabetes and things like that, but simple as weight control and digestion. Having acetic acid does help with the insulin and the body's ability to process fats in the foods that we intake. So what does that mean to you? How do we benefit? So first and foremost, if you can be brewing your own kombucha tea, I still recommend that. I think it's great, not only from the benefits of the tea, but the benefits of doing. The same reason why if I had the means to grow my own vegetables, and every vegetable possible, I would, because it's not just that the vegetables you're going to produce are going to be the freshest, most delicious, but the time that you take to make those vegetables is going to probably encourage you to eat those vegetables. Okay, now that that's out of the way, the benefits though, if you can't make your own kombucha tea at home, and you still want the benefits of the digestive acids and the alkalinity of kombucha tea, or you might be able to make kombucha tea at home, but you don't want the small amounts of sugar, alcohol, or caffeine, well, kombucha extract is for you, because you'll now be able to get the benefits of kombucha tea from the acids and the alkalinity while enjoying 5 calories, I apologize, 5 calories per serving, but no grams of sugar, no caffeine, and no alcohol. This is Dave from GetKombucha.com saying, happy brewing.